When wiring a floating dock, several factors must be considered to ensure safety and compliance with the electrical codes. The movement between the fixed pier, bridge, and floating dock requires flexible wiring solutions. Liquid-tight flexible metal conduit, or LFMC, is a durable and flexible conduit ideal for handling both vertical and horizontal movement. It provides essential protection for the wires within this dynamic environment. At the transition points between fixed structures and the moving sections, it's crucial to use watertight sealing fittings. These fittings prevent water from entering the conduit system, which is vital in a marine environment. For flexible connections, consider using SOOW cord, which stands for service, oil-resistant, and weather-resistant cord. SOOW cord is specifically designed for outdoor use and is built to withstand the wear and tear associated with harsh marine conditions. It's suitable for use within flexible conduit runs, providing a reliable and safe wiring solution. It is crucial to avoid using aluminum channels as raceways. Aluminum channels that are part of the dock structure are not typically rated for electrical raceway use. Utilizing them as such can pose significant safety hazards. Instead, consider using a unistrut or similar support system. Unistrut is a versatile support system constructed from galvanized steel, making it highly resistant to corrosion. It can be used to securely mount receptacles and provide robust support for the conduit system. In addition to selecting the right materials, proper grounding is paramount. Ensure that all electrical components are adequately grounded to prevent electrical shock hazards. Effective grounding is a critical safety measure in any electrical installation, especially in wet environments like floating docks. Also, prioritize waterproofing. Use only watertight fixtures, receptacles, and fittings to prevent water intrusion into the electrical system. This is essential to maintain the integrity of the system and prevent potential electrical hazards. Remember to adhere strictly to the National Electrical Code, or NEC, and all local building codes for all electrical work. Compliance with these codes ensures that the installation meets safety standards and regulations. It's highly recommended to consider hiring a licensed electrician for the installation. A qualified electrician has the expertise and experience to ensure that the electrical work is performed safely and in compliance with all applicable codes. This is particularly important for complex installations like those on floating docks. Let's delve into specific aspects of these recommendations in more detail. Firstly, regarding LFMC, its flexibility allows it to accommodate the movements caused by waves and change in water levels, preventing stress on the wiring and connections. The liquid-tight nature of LFMC prevents water intrusion, safeguarding the conductors from corrosion and potential short circuits. Secondly, the use of watertight sealing fittings is not just about keeping water out, it's about preventing any moisture or contaminants from entering the electrical system, which can lead to premature failure of components. These fittings should be properly installed and maintained to ensure a continuous seal. Thirdly, SOOW cord construction includes insulation and a jacket that are resistant to oil, chemicals, and abrasion, making it ideal for the challenging conditions found on a floating dock. It is designed to remain flexible over a wide temperature range and withstand repeated flexing without damage. Fourthly, the prohibition of using aluminum channels as raceways stems from the fact that these channels are not designed or tested to meet the safety standards for electrical enclosures. They may lack adequate insulation, grounding provisions, and physical protection for the conductors. Fifthly, Unistrut provides a secure and reliable mounting solution for electrical components. Its corrosion resistance ensures longevity in a marine environment, and its adjustability allows for easy customization to fit the specific requirements of the installation. Sixthly, grounding is a critical safety measure that protects against electrical shock. It provides a low-resistance path for fault currents to return to the source, tripping circuit breakers or ground fault circuit interrupters and de-energizing the circuit. Seventhly, waterproofing electrical components is essential to prevent water from coming into contact with live electrical parts. Water can cause short circuits, corrosion, and electrical shock hazards. Watertight fixtures, receptacles, and fittings are designed to create a barrier against water intrusion. Eighthly, Adherence to the NEC and local codes is not just a matter of compliance, it's about ensuring the safety of people and property. These codes are developed and updated regularly to reflect the latest safety standards and best practices. Ninthly, hiring a licensed electrician is a wise investment that can save time, money, and potential hazards in the long run. A licensed electrician has the knowledge, skills, and experience to perform electrical work safely and in compliance with all applicable codes. Now, let's address some specific considerations related to wiring a floating dock. When selecting L&C, ensure that it is listed and labeled for the intended use. Choose a size that is appropriate for the number and size of conductors being installed. Support the LFMC properly to prevent sagging and strain on the connections. When using SOOW cord, avoid exceeding its maximum ampacity rating. Protect the cord from physical damage, such as abrasion or crushing. Do not use SOOW cord in locations where it may be exposed to direct sunlight for extended periods, as ultraviolet radiation can degrade the insulation. When installing Unistrut, use corrosion-resistant hardware, such as stainless steel bolts and nuts. Ensure that the Unistrut is properly grounded to the electrical system. When grounding electrical components, use appropriately sized grounding conductors. Connect grounding conductors to a grounding electrode system that is in compliance with the NEC. When waterproofing electrical components, use only listed and labeled products that are specifically designed for wet locations. Apply sealant or other waterproofing materials as recommended by the manufacturer. When following the NEC, pay close attention to the requirements for wiring in or near water. These requirements are designed to minimize the risk of electrical shock hazards. When hiring a licensed electrician, verify their credentials and ensure that they are properly insured. Obtain multiple bids from different electricians to ensure that you are getting a fair price. In addition to these specific considerations, it is important to perform regular inspections of the electrical system on the floating dock. Look for any signs of damage, wear, or corrosion. Test ground fault circuit interrupters regularly to ensure that they are functioning properly. Address any issues promptly to prevent potential hazards. In summary, wiring a floating dock requires careful planning, the use of appropriate materials, and adherence to electrical codes. By following these guidelines, you can ensure a safe and reliable electrical system that will provide years of trouble-free service. Remember that safety should always be the top priority when working with electricity, especially in wet environments. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work yourself, it is always best to hire a qualified electrician. They can assess the specific needs of your dock and ensure that the electrical system is installed safely and in compliance with all applicable regulations. Furthermore, consider the long-term maintenance of the electrical system. Saltwater environments are particularly harsh on electrical components, accelerating corrosion and degradation. Regular cleaning and inspection of all connections, conduits, and fixtures are essential to prevent failures and ensure the continued safety of the system. Applying corrosion-resistant coatings to exposed metal parts can also extend their lifespan. For the grounding system, ensure that the grounding electrode is properly maintained and free from corrosion. Periodically test the grounding system to verify its effectiveness. If the dock is exposed to frequent wave action or flooding, consider using a more robust grounding system, such as a ground ring or a grid of interconnected grounding electrodes. When selecting electrical equipment for the dock, choose products that are specifically designed for marine environments. These products are typically constructed from corrosion-resistant materials and are designed to withstand the harsh conditions associated with saltwater exposure. Consider using LED lighting fixtures, which are more energy efficient and have a longer lifespan than traditional incandescent or fluorescent fixtures. LED fixtures also generate less heat, reducing the risk of fire hazards. When running conduit, avoid creating traps where water can accumulate. Slope the conduit slightly to allow water to drain out. If traps are unavoidable, install drain fittings to allow for periodic drainage. When connecting wires, use waterproof connectors that are designed to prevent water intrusion. Apply dielectric grease to the connections to further protect them from corrosion. When installing receptacles, Use weatherproof covers that are designed to protect the receptacles from rain and splashing water. Choose receptacles that are rated for use in wet locations. When selecting circuit breakers, use ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, to protect circuits that serve receptacles or equipment near the water. GFCIs are designed to detect ground faults and quickly interrupt the circuit, preventing electrical shock hazards. Test GFCIs regularly to ensure that they are functioning properly. Consider installing a main disconnect switch at the short end of the electrical supply to the dock. This allows you to quickly disconnect power to the dock in case of an emergency. Label all electrical components clearly and accurately. This will make it easier to troubleshoot problems and perform maintenance. Keep a record of all electrical work performed on the dock, including the date, description of the work, and the name of the electrician who performed the work. This record will be helpful for future maintenance and repairs. Finally, educate yourself and others about electrical safety. Learn about the hazards of electricity and how to prevent electrical accidents. Teach children about the dangers of playing near electrical equipment. By taking these precautions, you can help ensure the safety of everyone who uses the floating dock. Always remember that working with electricity can be dangerous, and it is essential to take all necessary safety precautions. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work yourself, it is always best to hire a qualified electrician.